My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
And I don't even have that many tweets. Okay, let's pause. Meghan really was a game changer. It's no surprise Kensington Palace resorted to leaks and lies to discredit her. Meghan Markle is undeniably a victim of racism and selfishness within the royal family, and they can't hide that truth forever. Okay, there's that. Look at the way the queen. They know how to. I mean, they've been playing the game for a very long time. Okay, before, what makes so many people talking about it is because Meghan is American. Okay, yes, she's African American, she's black and everything. It's because it's someone outside of the race split, because there was a Canadian. Well, they're part of the Commonwealth. I'm discrediting myself every time I raise a question in my head. I think yes, the race play a very pivotal part in this discussion, but because of the American part, yes, because they even said it, she's American, she's this, she's that. Even Piers Morgan said it at the beginning. I think I have a video where he's saying something about Meghan is African American or something like that.
She's mixed race, she's American, she's a divorcee, actress. Those are 4 ticks. No member of the royal family, the senior members, ever thought they would see having to be ticked when it came to Harry's bride.
All the things that frightened the royal family have suddenly arrived on their doorstep. I can hear Diana laughing now.
Meghan's marrying into a family which has, to put it mildly, a dodgy track record on race. It's not Meghan Markle's problem, it's their problem.
Yeah, the whole point for bringing all of that, before I started discrediting every point that I tried to make, is that they've been at it for a very long time. And Meghan, who's from outside of the country, made people look into what was happening to her. And also, which I raised in past videos, her 3 million followers worldwide. It wasn't just concentrated in the US or Canada, it was worldwide. So she brought all these 6 million plus eyeballs, okay? 3 million times 2, okay? 6 million eyeballs into the institution. Now, once they started to doing some of the things that they were doing to her, this is where a good portion of people were crying foul. You know my situation. Not too long ago, I just mentioned how, they caught my attention, okay? So let's listen to that. Did I read that? Meghan really was a game changer. It's no surprise Kensington Palace resorted to leaks and lies to discredit her. Meghan Markle is undeniable a victim of racism and selfishness within the royal family, and they can't hide that truth forever. Heartbreaking. So let's listen to this. 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Sussex is certainly making her mark in Australia as the new Queen of Hearts.
Now, on her first major overseas tour, she's proving to be extremely popular among Aussies, turning out to see the royals, leaving a sea of adoring fans in her wake. Unconventionally affectionate and refreshingly informed.
Okay, so that video is very loud and it has a music in the background. One thing, I have to manipulate it in a way. One thing I have to say as well, the papers, the tabloid, they know what triggers the institution as well. Look how they're saying Queen of Heart. Why do you think they said that? To trigger them about Princess Diana. They know how much the institution doesn't like Princess Diana. So they trigger them with that as well. Okay? thing. Oh my God, I didn't want to start.
In that same engaging way, Meghan has captured a nation's imagination for being so natural with her reactions, the affectionate hug, her emotional smiles, and those laughs.
Okay, she was being honest with them, but they rejected it. They've been at it for a very long time, but they forgot about her army. They forgot about her army. So this is her image, the queen looking at her. Okay, so I blocked this person here. Thank you for highlighting the deep-rooted racism and misogyny Meghan face. It's crucial we keep this conversation going to create more inclusive, compassionate society. Okay, what does this person say? Okay, I edited together how racism and misogyny were debated in the UK and US after Harry and Meghan's escape. If you watch it in its entirety, you understand how racism and misogyny work. Okay, so there's that. What else? You're on drugs. I don't know what this person is responding to. Okay, then how in the world did they get on the most disliked celebrity list again? They escaped 5+ years ago. What they are is their undoing. I mean, Meghan already explained this. They had to work. Let's see what these people say here. They have to work. Did they expect them to just go hide? What the hell is wrong with these people? Okay, these lists are designed to give failures an opportunity to feel better about themselves. Or that the YouGov thing, probably. Okay, what list? The list that's in your head where you've given the Duchess of Sussex rent-free accommodation. Celebrity list. Okay, clown. Alright. The Heritage Foundation, Niles Gardner, and Camilla Tomney are also part of the smear campaign, often riling up the far right against the Sussexes, including HF Symposium held against Harry and Meghan. Alright, so let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next one. I didn't expect this one to be that long. The first tweet alone. Alright, let's pause this. While I empathize with others being targeted and harassed by orchestrated campaigns, I must say I am surprised at how many just seems to notice what is happening to Meghan Markle that has happened to her for 8 years plus. I wonder why they suddenly notice. Alright, so there's me respond. They know. It's just that they don't know that one day the media might turn on them. One by one until one is standing, that's when he or she will realize that he or she should have, could have done something. It'll be too late. They've been warned many times over. These are some screenshot of my thumbnails that I have on PYTE. Alright, one day it might be just them, okay, just you. Okay, so it begins, the domino effect. Okay, so there's this 6 in line, warn them. Have you have warned them?
Unfortunately, every single story was complete lies, which it rarely, well, which it always is, basically, which is a shame. But
you ever wanted to do a column in the newspaper, but
I'd love to do a column in the newspaper.
To me, when I was younger, he used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that for you. That doesn't make sense. Just because you suffered, that doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer. In fact, quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever experiences negative experiences that you had, that you can make it right for your kids.
They don't report the news, they create it. And they've successfully turned fact-based news into opinion-based gossip with devastating consequences for the country. So I know the story all too well. I lost my mother to this self-manufactured rabidness, and obviously I'm determined not to lose the mother to my children.
Okay. They're looking for someone to join with Lively and her complaint about online bullying. No can do. These women never helped Meghan in the past 8 years, but are looking for someone to fight for Lively. Tell her husband, Ryan Reynolds, who insulted Prince Harry, to help her. I wasn't aware of that. Did he? This is what I was just saying here. One day it might be just them. Okay. If the squad don't share, I don't know. I don't follow these people. Are they looking for people to put on? They could use Johnny Depp lawsuit. There's things on file. They could go at that. This is an ad. All right, let's see here. There's the eye here. Okay. Because the same thing happened to a white woman. Okay, Blake Lively protected, Meghan Markle unprotected. Society in general comes to the defense of the people that they deem worth of protection. Though Meghan look white passing, she is considered black in every way and therefore is unprotected by most in society. She's right, baggage for God. Alright, God only knows. We've been here from the beginning and various suspended account, moi over 4. Okay. She's telling herself she's been suspended a couple times during the fight. We saw the hatred, the vitriol, even over the Christmas card that had Archie front and center. Okay, yeah. We saw these non-Kate fans suddenly becoming her great deranged followers. Alright, yes, we have seen it from many different angles. The hate is real. Okay, they know. They are probably hoping to use her star power for their cause. She doesn't need to involve herself in this issue. Blake and Ryan will figure it out. Okay, I guess I have to look more deeper into that. Alright, while the other woman who is suing her co-star participated in the same PR smear campaign, she was just not as successful. Okay, I know who she's making reference to. Meghan never did anything to warrant all the hate and violence against her. If telling the truth about her experience make others uncomfortable, that's on them. Okay. It's so bad the way Meghan is treated so inhumanly. What I'm grateful, they at least are noticing and acknowledging the smear campaign connection. After 8+ long, hateful, exhausting years in the public domain, that's sickening. That's an ad. Alright, make no mistake, people have noticed. That's what I said. Alright, some knee deep in the orchestration. They just don't care about the dehumanization of Meghan. Meghan did say, today it's me, tomorrow it could be you. Okay, like my thumbnails that I said. I didn't know Meghan said such thing. Alright, they noticed. They just didn't care because she's not Snow White. Okay, smear equals shit. It was because of someone being white came into the picture of a smear campaign, and now everyone are paying attention to what Meghan have been dealing with for the last 8 years. The truth is very uncomfortable at times. Alright, something has to be said for the fact that this got handled quite immediately. If you stand up against abuse immediately, correction far easier than if you put up with it for a while like Meghan Markle and people go, why are you suddenly complaining now? Lesson in there for all of us. Meghan Markle was hanged out to dry by then royal family who told her to trust the system, and the process by then it was too late. That is true. That's a very good point. Her friend tried to help and they were targeted too. That's right. That's the People magazine. Why do you sound like you did not watch the Harry and Meghan series on Netflix? Right? Not everybody knows, really. She is a bully as her ex-employees. I'm very intrigued by the qualities of Sussex. Oh, please, I don't even need to continue with that. Meghan is minding her business, but everybody is on her case. Just so you know, real Sussex Squad, not the infiltrators pretending to be Sussex Squad, are highly educated and talented with all kind of titles and accomplishment. Anyway, name the employees. They didn't even put the thing out. Maybe you are as dumb as a single grain of sand. Oh my God. The British people have to rise up against this overt sexism. It's the British royal family. Yeah, they trained what's happening with the system. With the political aspect. Look who came to the RNC. I pointed out. Next tweet. Right, let's pause. Oh my God, the squad put so much tweet here. Meghan deserved the biggest apology. I think I shared that already. The smear campaigns against her are still ongoing, driven and paid by the obvious colonial family and media. They are doing to her what they did to Diana, but worse due to social media, and every platform has failed to protect her. Alright, look at my channel. Alright, anything, our part of Pew Service, the most cleanest channel. Okay, I think recently I started putting some tweets here and there, but majority of time I highlight their work. They decided, nah, it's not gonna be monetized. I was like, okay, fine. At least I'll be free to put whatever I want. All right, let's listen to that. This one is almost 2 minutes. Let's listen.
saying with your story, the reverse happens.
So, a few things on that. First of all, as you know, I don't write things that I don't believe to be true and that haven't been really well sourced.
I'm sorry. Is this you, ma'am? You know, the really well-sourced article that a lot of other media also picked up and ran with? With, well-sourced information like research by the HJS suggests the mosque was once attended by 3 of the 4 Beatles without, really explaining that that's kind of a nothing burger, but it's a great way to sell papers, especially in the midst of extreme xenophobia. So you potentially put a community at danger. I'm not really cool with that. And also, you never actually point to the research from HJS. You never show us it. So I don't know if it's well-sourced. But I dug into the HJS, and I'm going to say, not the best source. But let's keep going.
What's interesting about them coming out with that now is, obviously, I'm well known for doing royal coverage. So at any point in time when we had published that, I would have expected to have received a phone call saying it's wrong or it's misconstrued, this mustn't be reported again. I don't know, you'd even expect editorial compliance to be involved. That never happened.
I've got to say, though, that's all addressed in that interview, isn't it? Because they said that she couldn't understand why nobody stood up for her. Nobody phoned up and said, that's not true.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but it wasn't as if the entire machinery didn't have plenty of time on their so-so to address that if they didn't think it's true.
She also said that very machinery was part of the reason that these stories continue to be perpetuated was because nobody within the establishment, the institution, stood up for her. They let you write these stories, but they didn't ever refute them.
I don't agree with that.
That was something I was thinking. I forgot. Meredith. I read a tweet where someone in her family passed either on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. I hope her family intact and, may her, I think it was her grandmother, may she rest in peace. My condolences to her family. Okay, so let's continue with this.
Where did the evidence come from that Meghan Markle's community cookbook and kitchen project that she was involved with was tied to 19 jihadists come from? But of course, it's never that simple. So while this is going to be a series that does talk about the Grenfell fires, the project, it's really about the media reporting, journalistic integrity, and Islamophobia. So let's get into it. First, a little background. On June 14th, 2017, a high-rise fire broke out in the 24-story Grenfell Tower blocks of flats in North Kensington, West London. 72 people died, including 2 who later died in hospital, with more than 70 others being injured and 223 people escaping. Residents had been complaining about safety concerns for years. Those were never taken seriously, and mostly an immigrant population lived there. Born out of this tragedy was the Hub Community Project, which was created by women seeking somewhere to cook fresh food for their friends and family. Meghan ends up getting incredibly involved with this group. She comes back several times to volunteer, roll up her sleeves, get involved, and eventually she partners with the women to create a cookbook to sell so that they can make more money for the community kitchen to open more days per week. But it doesn't take long for these kind of headlines to start appearing.
Crazy.
Meghan's community kitchen housed in a mosque linked to 19 jihadists. From The Sun, Terror Link, Meghan Markle's cookbook mosque linked to 19 jihadis, including ISIS Beatles executioners. The one thing I noticed in the articles was that they link to the Telegraph for their reporting on the subject. And I am going to assume that they did this to remove any legal responsibility. But it's also really bad journalism not to do your due diligence and research before you write an article. So obviously I had to go look at the Telegraph. Here's the article from the Telegraph. Meghan cookbook mosque linked to 19 terror suspects, including Jihadi John in group's investigation. It's by one Camilla Tominey. That's a name I've seen before. I haven't done a lot of research into her, but trust me, we will be going there. Not right now, that will be another video, but we will be looking into her. So here's what it says farther down in the article, which...
let me pause this. That Camilla Tominey was the one in the first quadrant that was being played, all right?
So this is how intertwined everything is. Charles's reputation is in the toilet. He needs to rehab it, and his sons are more popular than he is. And he also wants to rehab his then girlfriend's image so that she can one day marry him and become princess consort, queen, anyway. Mark Boland works for them from 97 to 02. He is in a long-term relationship with Guy Black, who is the head of the PCC, which is supposed to be regulating the media. Mark Boland happens to be friends with Rebecca Brooks. They once went on vacation together. How nice. When Rebecca Brooks was at News of the World, she worked under Piers. Piers Morgan, also her friend. Rebecca, Piers, Mark Boland, all friends. Piers Morgan, also friends with Camilla. And then we have another example of leaking. The Highgrove leak, which was an attempt to use Prince William's popularity to make Camilla look popular, that was leaked. Amanda McManus was the former assistant private secretary to Camilla. She took the fall for the Highgrove leak because she just happened to tell her then husband James McManus about it, who happened to be the executive of Murdoch's news empire, which includes The Sun and the News of the World. Fun fact, Amanda McManus was quietly hired back after all the uproar died down and worked for Camilla until 2021. So just my educated guess, I'm going to say this is a case of yes and. Yes, there were coordinated palace leaks, and there was probably a good amount of unlawful information gathering by certain news outlets.
I was looking at my...
changing his mind or contradicting himself, that I had to make a separate video. Here we go.
Marrying into a family which has, to put it mildly, a dodgy track record on race. It's not Meghan Markle's problem. It's their problem.
Whoop, there he is in 2020 saying that Meghan Markle is using the race card. He also then claims in January of 2022 that Prince Harry is the only racist in the British royal family. Okay. Moving right along, this article from November 2016, Meghan and I chatted for 90 minutes, long enough for me to get a good insight into the new royal girlfriend. Quote, Meghan's got beauty, brains, charm, and a great sense of humor. She's also an ambitious, hardworking, and talented actress with an impressive passion for things she believes in. Another quote, Harry, ignore all the poisonous rubbish you are reading or hearing about her. Meghan Markle is perfect princess material. Whoops, December 2018, Piers Morgan, Meghan Markle is a ruthless social climbing actress who has landed the role of her life and is determined to milk it for all she can, and that's why the palace is beginning to turn on her. Talk about all that poisonous, vile rubbish that you told Harry to ignore. This one is incredible. May 2018. Piers Morgan. Meghan's foolish father has no one to blame but himself for missing the biggest day of his daughter's life. 1 month later. I've changed my mind about Meghan's dad. He's just a shy, decent man struggling to deal with the mayhem of his little princess marrying a prince. Piers Morgan reveals the inside story of his incredible scoop. Here's one from September of 2022. Piers Morgan. Prince Harry's vow to honor his father should include dropping his salacious book and rein in Meghan Markle. So the spin here is that Meghan Markle needs to be controlled and reined in by Prince Harry. Oh, oops, December 2022, just 3 months later, Piers Morgan. Prince Harry surely knows deep down he's being manipulated by his wife into abandoning the country he once loved. So is she someone that needs to be reined in by her husband, or can she not be reined in because she's a master manipulator? And can you please stick to one storyline for the entire calendar year, dear God? So anyway, that's Piers fighting with Piers.
So they are saying, with your story, the reverse happened.
It's, oops.
So they are saying,
oh my God.
So,
A few things on
so let's read some of the comment here. Okay, UK knows how to make deals while crossing their fingers behind their backs, later to dishonor the agreement. They should apologize to Meghan Markle for the pain and suffering they continue to put her through. But Meghan Markle should always remind herself why she left the UK and stay away. The royal family are not new to this. Okay, colonization is trauma. All right, 59 people like it.
of all, as you know,
Let's go to the next one. All right, next tweet. Looks like I may not record the next one. I'm tired. I want to go to the gym today. Okay, as we continue to monitor the development in the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case, here is a reminder that the British royal family and their tabloid media knew exactly the effects their smear campaign was having on Meghan Markle, but they did not care. All right, this one is playing. There's no comment. It's a retweet. Let's go into it. Pause that. Oh my God, I'm not gonna go through all of them. Okay, this is I'm telling you, if she needs whatever with her lawsuit, if she needs proof or whatever, she could go through all of these threads. As Prince Harry has said in both Spare by Prince Harry and Harry and Meghan Netflix, Meghan struggled with the onslaught of bullying she experienced from the tabloid lies published out her in the tabloid to make Kate Middleton look good. The palace refused to correct the lies. Okay, all right. So they could use all of this as proof because the squad put a lot of receipts out there, especially those videos that I just read.
Two key moments. One is her describing the fact that she was suicidal at times, had suicidal thoughts. I knew that she'd had a very bad time in the summer of 2019.
On PYTE, I believe this person is something Valentine something. Okay, I did a review. I think 60-minute Australia or something like that. All right, so go check it out.
I knew there'd been tears. I knew she'd been in a state of distress. I even actually knew about that conversation she had with the head of HR. But I certainly never realized it was suicidal. And also, when I wrote my article the other day about bullying allegations, we were going to put into the piece about the fact that she'd been very distressed in the summer of 2019 and tears and so on. But we decided not to. Our lawyer advised we take it out on the grounds that this was invading her privacy. Two key moments. One is her describing the fact that she was suicidal.
Okay, it's playing over. So there's all of that. 20. There's Meghan. The copying. My God. Lord help us. They all our baggage forgot. Okay, let's go to the next one. After that, I have another one which I put an asterisk next to it. I think I covered already. But I'll see. Oh, this one I cannot see. Let me pause and make sure. It was the right one. I put an extra character. Okay, I bet no one pays £40,000 for a photo this year or any time in the foreseeable future. Okay, what is she making reference to? Okay, $40,000 photo. Trying to think. Alright, laughing my ass off. Which photo was it anyway that got that £40,000? The lady who took the Fab 4 photo. Oh, yes. I remember coming across an interview where she was sort of making kind of, well, I don't think she was making fun of anybody, but it's the way she explained it, that all the photographers, all the professionals were click, and she just pull out either her phone and click. She did 1 or 2 pictures of Harry, Meghan, William, and the other one, and it became the Fab 4. I remember, yes. Okay. The lady who took the Fab 4 photo is a really good person. She's a single mother and used the money to change careers and put her daughter through nursing school. Let's see here. Okay. I won't hit on her then. Haha. There was nothing to. Hey, I mean, this is the. Okay, that's what I remember. Okay. So it was a public outing. It's not like she was chasing them, similar to what happened in New York, like the paparazzi thing. Okay, I remember a video of her saying it, explaining how she took the picture and make the comparison with the professional photographers. They didn't get the shot, but she got the shot. No one is seeing that money ever again. The current are dull, bland, and stale. There's the laugh here. People are laughing. Okay, let's pause this. Not even cancer and cancerous cell could keep them from talking about the Sussexes. There's the slap in the face and the laugh. You got to feel sorry for the work royals, their media, and their trolls, letting them down yet again. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let me add it just for the sake I read it. I started talking without recording. The music, there was a music with that other video. Okay, next tweet, and this is the last one. What's insane is that y'all think there is a feud. There's the laugh here. A feud requires 2 sides. Samantha Markle is fixated on trying to be in a feud with someone who doesn't even know her. There's the laugh. I don't know your middle name. I don't know your birthday, Princess Meghan. Okay, yes, I did cover that. Okay, so let me leave that alone. I covered that already. I'm already close to an hour. So let's do a prayer. All right, so I tap prayer for protection. Let's look for image. Let's do this one. Okay. He who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall remain stable and fixed under the shadow of the Almighty, whose power no foe can withstand. Psalm 91:1. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I was gonna record one more, but I think I'll leave it for tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, 7 of it. And I'm not gonna edit what I'm talking in right now because I'm gonna go to the gym, and then while I'm at the gym, whatever I edit just now, this morning, will be rendering, and then when I come back, I'll upload it. Okay, so the next tweet will start with that. That will be on PYTE. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.